Okay, shalom, shalom. We want to give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashim, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashim, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders, a great millstone who rule well. Shalom to the brothers that do the work in sincerity and truth, the hopeful elect. It's the brother Amaf.
It's the brother Shemashuan.
We're a part of the DC camp. And today we were just talking about the body, man, holding back your gift, your talent. And when you hold that back, you're not able to share to the body, man, and we're all one, you know. So to hold back your talent is basically weakening the body, man, you know. When you you got one, we're only strong as our weakest link, you know. So man, we gotta have all them links as strong as possible, you know, so that chain can't break. So this is 1 Corinthians 12 and 11. But all these works that one and the same self-spirit, dividing every man several as he will. So every man has his own spirit, you know, because earlier in this chapter it talks about the gift. Every man has his own gift, right? For as the body is one and have many members, right? So we're all many members with different spirits, but we're still thinking on the accordance of Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai. And all the members of the body, being many, are one body. So also is Hamashiach. For by one Spirit are we all baptized into one body. You know, Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai Ba'ashim Rakakwadash. Whether we be Jews or Gentiles, whether we be bond or free, whether you from the motherland or whether you from whether you're a Gentile, you know, or whether you be free, or whether you be or whether you be a slave, you know. In this case, this go around, we're all slaves, and have been all made to drink into one spirit. Amen. That's why, you know, you're supposed to go along with the get along. You know, you're not supposed to do your own thing. You know, because it talks about the body. You know, we're all supposed to go with a one accord. You know, it talks about if two can't agree together, they can't walk together. You know, for by one Spirit are we all baptized into one body. Verse 14. For the body is not one member, but many. So, hey, man, there's not supposed to just be one guy just doing all the work, man. There's many members, man. The scriptures talk about there's a lot of work to do. The scripture says the harvest is plenteous, but the laborers there are few, right? And it's like, I'm gonna keep reading. Verse 15. If the foot shall say, because I am not the hand, right? I am not of the body, right? Hey, man, so if you're a trooper, if you're one of the the men that's just good at guarding, he's just good at just being the guy that just does with the handy stuff, you know. There's like, not everybody could just remember scriptures. Not everybody can break all the scriptures down, you know. Some men are really good at securing things. Some men are really good at looking things up, you know. I am not of the Salakia, right? I'm gonna just read it again, verse 16. Salakia, verse 15. If the foot shall say, because I am not the hand, I am not of the body, is it therefore not of the body? Nah, man. Of course it's a part of the body, man. You still doing the work. You still believe in Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai with faith, you know, because that's what it all boils down to. You have to have faith with the works, because that faith and the works bind it together. That's what creates that ultimate bond with Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai, man. That's how you show forth your works, you know, with that faith. As faith without works is dead, you know. Also, you know, faith without works is dead. Also, works without faith is no good, man. You know. So what, you know, you wouldn't if you didn't have faith, you wouldn't do it. So like verse 16, if the heir shall say, because I am not the heir, I am not of the body, is it therefore not of the body? Right. So if you know, some men are extremely really good listeners, man. You know, they could recite some things a man said, you know, years back, or like this guy came up to the camp last week, you know, Saturday, you know, so for the most part, I knew his face looked familiar. But like some men could remember like what he said when he came up last summer. The guy said he came up last summer. You know, some brothers could actually remember the things that he was saying. Verse 17: if the whole body were an eye, where were the hearing? If the whole were hearing, where were the smelling? But now have the Most High set the members, every one of them, in the body, as he have pleased him. Right? So, hey, man, it's all according to Yahweh Shem Yahshua's will, to his pleasure. Verse 19: and if they were all one member, and if they were all one member, where were the body? Right? So, hey, man, you gotta have different parts of the body, man. You know, the nose, the ears, the eyes. You know, clearly it's stated in that, man. So you got to bring forth your talent, whatever you may have, whatever you can bring to the table, you got to bring it. But verse 20, but now are they many members, yet but one body, right? And the eyes cannot say unto the hand, I have no need of thee. Yeah, so you can't say that, man, you know, a guy that could see really well, that he's able to see certain prophecies or certain things like to that nature, and some guy he may be really good with the hands, you know, making signs, things to that nature, you know, building up the 12 tribe signs. He may be really good with that. Both of them can't say they don't need each other, you know. It's the body, man. You know, we need each other, man. It's like I'm a little under the weather. Verse, I'm gonna just start at 21 again. And the eye cannot say unto the hand, I have no need of thee, nor again the hand to the feet, I have no need of you. Nay, much more these members of the body, which seem to be more feeble, are necessary. Right? It's necessary, bro. You know, and those members of the body which we think be less honorable, upon these we bestow more abundant honor, and our uncomely parts have more abundant comeliness. You know, hey, man, so it's all beautiful, man. If you're the footman, you're the soldier, you know, you what they call a gopher, you know. Hey, man, you the water boy. Hey, man, I'll be that water boy, man. You know, for to enter in the kingdom. You know, because, hey, man, the scriptures talk about if you give a prophet a cup of cold water, you shall receive a prophet's reward, man. Just helping out a prophet, man, being a help. You know, for our comely parts have no need. So like, for our comely parts have no need, but the Most High have tempered the body together, right? Having given more abundant honor to the part which lacked, you know. Amen. So some men are really good in certain areas, but they may lack in certain areas, man. That's why you have the brothers, the meek brothers, and then you have more so the brothers that, you know, they're on top of like the camp, you know.
Zechariah chapter 12. Because the Lord always deals with the meek and lowly. You know, Apostle Bar always likes to say that the Lord is dealing with the underdogs. Chapter 12,
right,
verse 8. It says, in that day shall the Lord defend the inhabitants of Jerusalem, and he that is feeble among them at that day shall be as David, and the house of David shall be as the Most High, as the angel of the Lord before them. The reason why I brought that out is because it says, he that is feeble among them is going to be as David. And the Lord, the scriptures speak about how mighty David was. He said the most feeble is going to be like David. And in 1 Corinthians, the 12th chapter, talks about the most feeble parts the Lord is going to bestow honor. You know, the Lord is dealing with the, you know, the lowly.
Back just to finish it up, because we got another one, bro. Let me know. I'm gonna jump back to this.
Matthew chapter 18.
18.
Verse 1.
You want to read it? You break it down.
Come on.
Alright, so this Matthew 18 verse 1. At the same time came the disciples unto Yahushua, saying, Who is the greatest in the kingdom of heaven?
Come on. The disciples asked the Lord, who's the greatest in the kingdom of heaven? Alright, continue.
And Yahushua called a little child unto him, and set him in the midst of them, and said, Verily I say unto you, except ye be converted and become as little children, ye shall not enter into the kingdom of heaven.
That's right, because children they're humble. They're at the bottom. They're being told what to do. So they asked the Lord, who's going to be the greatest in the kingdom of heaven? And the Lord brought a child in the midst of them.
You want to just step out? So you want to get him in there?
Verse 4?
Yeah, okay. Verse 4, whatsoever therefore shall humble him, Salakia, let me read it again. Whosoever shall humble himself as a little child, the same is greater in the kingdom of heaven.
So the greatest in the kingdom of heaven is the humble, the lowly. You know?
Hey man, that's why it's good to have the humble, because not everybody's gonna be, that humble guy. You have hey man, you got some men that they're just proud. They're not able to receive certain things. So you have some guys that's not able to say certain things, but then you have some guys that are. That's why it's a big part of the body. Let me just finish this up. You had anything else to say? Let me see. Right. I'm going to just go back to 24. 1 Corinthians 12, verse 24. For our comely parts have no need, but the Most High have tempered the body together, having given more abundant honor to the part which lacked, that there should be no schism in the body, right? But that the members should have the same care one for another, right? And whether one member suffer, all the members suffer with it. Amen. That goes to show you when David he slept with the that guy's wife. He killed him and took his wife. Amen. He had to pay for that. People died for that. Amen. It goes to show you also, man, during camp, man, one guy messes up. The apostles and elders may see it. Amen. They talk to the top guy. The top guy tells someone below him, and whoever's below him, amen, it just trickles down. Verse 26. And whether one member suffer, it's like in verse 27. Now ye are the body of Hamashiach and members of peculiar. Now, how you say that? Particular. And the Most High have set some in the church: first apostles, secondary prophets, thirdial teachers after the miracles, then gifts of healing, helps, governments, diverse tiers of tongues, diversities of tongues. Are all apostles? That's a question. Are all prophets? Are all teachers? Are all workers of miracles? Clearly no. But everyone has their gifts. Have all the gifts of healing? Do all speak with tongues? Do all interpret? But covet earnestly the best gifts, and yet show I unto you a more excellent way. Amen. So just what it's talking about is just perfecting your way, man. Don't worry about, it talks about keeping your eye single, your eye on the prize, getting that, the apostles used to bring out back in the day, to having that tunnel vision, not having anything distract you, having that focus. That's something I struggle with is focus, man. Just keeping focus, Any closing words?
Yeah, I was just gonna say, like, there's different members of the body. There's the head, there's the toe, but just because you're not the head, you're the toe, doesn't mean that you're not going to inherit the kingdom of heaven at the end of the day.
That's the beautiful part about it, man. Just doing the work to the best of your ability, Okay, with that, we hope you brothers was edified. With that, we want to give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashim, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashim, Rakab Kadash. Double honors, of course, double honors to the apostles and elders, the chosen vessels from Yahweh, Ba'ashim, Yahweh Shai, who taught us this truth. Shalom to peace and blessings to the brothers out there listening, the ones that's doing the work, the hopeful elect. Hey, shalom.
Shalom.